Despite how many dinosaurs have been unearthed, the blue whale still holds the title of the largest animal to have ever lived. Until today. Welcome back to the Hannahcast YouTube channel, and today is going to be something a little bit different. It's not going to be about movies and stuff. I know, kind of weird. In case you're new here, not only do I really like movies and stuff, but I also really love animals. And not only do I love animals, I especially love extinct animals. And sometimes I want to try and talk about this stuff from time to time. And, good lord, there was a big discovery that was published today. Introducing Perucecetus colossus. This was an extinct whale that lived in the Eocene epoch between 39 to 37 million years ago in what is now today known as, well, Peru. The name literally means Peru whale, so yeah. Due to a lack of a complete skeleton, its length has yet to be determined, but while it's likely that it was shorter than a blue whale in terms of, length, it may have been significantly heavier. The largest blue whale ever recorded was estimated to have weighed 220 tons. Perucecetus may have averaged 200 tons. And scientists say that large individuals could have weighed upwards of 375 tons. Like, that's not just kinda bigger than a blue whale, that's significantly bigger than a blue whale. Despite Perucecetus not being as lengthy as a blue whale, it was able to be heavier than a blue whale because of its dense bones. Like, its bones are very, very dense compared to most other whales. So dense, in fact, that the skeleton alone may have weighed over 8.5 tons. That's within the range of how heavy Tyrannosaurus Rex was. What's strange is that Perucecetus was a member of the family Basilosauridae, which is named after its most famous member of the family, Basilosaurus, which you may have known from the series Walking with Beasts, or if you're a true Gen Zer like me, you probably saw it on the show Prehistoric Planet. Not that one. Yeah, Season 2. For some reason, you can't find Season 2 anywhere online currently. That sucks. But what strikes me as odd about Perucecetus was that it was built a lot like Steller's sea cow, another marine mammal that had a very robust skeleton and was also very thick. The reason why this confuses me so much is that Basilosaurus was pretty sleek. So sleek, in fact, that scientists actually thought that the skeleton belonged to a sea serpent, hence the name Basilosaurus, which means king lizard. So, given its suggested body plan, what did Perucecetus eat? Well, from the stuff that I've been reading, it may have lived in shallow coastal areas feeding on like mollusks and other sea bottom dwelling creatures. Which is already a tough call to make, seeing as how its skull has not even been found yet. Like, this image right here, that's just kind of a guess. For all we know, maybe its head was bigger compared to the rest of its body. I'm really interested to see what future fossils of this animal hold in store. It also seems like Perucecetus couldn't even move that well. Again, much like Steller's sea cow. It could probably only move like up and down the water and couldn't really like turn or anything like that. It was in terms of like trying to turn or anything like that, that's not just, going up and down. It was pretty much useless in every regard. Another reason why its size is just like shocking scientists is that it was thought that whales were only able to get as big as they are today because of that slow evolution, like the fact that they were evolving to eat a lot more krill and less like traditional predator behaviors, and plus considering predators like Megalodon were no longer around, that allowed baleen whales to get much bigger than they were back in the day. So the fact that Perucecetus may have actually exceeded the weight of a blue whale by a significant margin, that calls into question the entirety of whale evolution. Because now the question is, if whales were able to get to gigantic sizes way sooner than we thought, Like, what else could have probably happened along that time? And between this and the newer size estimates of Perucecetus, the size boundaries of animals seems to be getting shattered a lot recently. It was previously thought that with Argentinosaurus, or whatever was the previous record holder for the largest dinosaur to ever live, that was like the maximum an animal could possibly get in terms of size on land. And the same thing with the blue whale, because at some point the law of diminishing returns settles in, and the gravity or the amount of food around couldn't possibly be enough to sustain animals of that size. But now that theory is being challenged. But that only begs the question, what else was out there? What other giant, massive creatures existed back then? Now I pass the question on to you. What do you think of this new discovery of Perucecetus? What do you think of this potentially being the biggest animal that ever lived? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and consider hitting that subscribe button, because if you don't, maybe Perucecetus wasn't the largest animal that ever lived. Maybe it was your mom.
Bruh.